Have you ever felt like you're so close to achieving something great, but something always holds you back? Maybe it's a dream job, a personal goal, or just a sense of inner peace. You're not alone. Many of us feel stuck, running on a treadmill, getting nowhere. What if I told you that the biggest obstacles aren't out there, but right here, inside of us? Today, I want to share a powerful Zen story that reveals the 3 greatest enemies of success. This isn't just a story, it's a lesson that, if you truly listen, might just change your life. Let's travel back in time to a small, serene village nestled in the mountains. In this village lived a young man named Kato. He was talented, ambitious, and dreamed of becoming the greatest archer in the land. He spent every day practicing, his arrows flying swift and true. Yet, in every major competition, he would falter. The target would blur, his hands would shake, and his arrow would miss its mark. Frustrated and on the verge of giving up, Kato heard tales of an old Zen master, Kenji, who lived high up in the mountains and was said to hold the secrets to true mastery. Determined to find an answer, Kato embarked on the long journey. After days of climbing, he found the master's humble hut. Kenji was a gentle old man with eyes that held the wisdom of 1,000 lifetimes. Kato bowed deeply and explained his predicament. "Master, I practice day and night. My skill is great, but my spirit fails me when it matters most. What am I doing wrong?" The master smiled softly and invited Kato to sit. He didn't offer a direct answer. Instead, he pointed to a rushing river nearby. "Kato," he said, "your first great enemy is that river. Go and stand in it." Confused but obedient, Kato waded into the cold, fast-flowing water. The current was strong, pushing and pulling him. He struggled to keep his balance, his mind racing with thoughts. "Why am I doing this? This is pointless. I'm cold, I'm uncomfortable." After a while, Kenji called him out. "What did you learn?" he asked. Kato, shivering, replied, "That the river is powerful and I am weak against it." The master shook his head. "The river is simply the river. It flows, as it has for centuries. You were not fighting the river. You were fighting your own thoughts about it. You judged it, you resisted it. This is your first enemy. Asterisk, asterisk, resistance to what is. Asterisk, asterisk," he explained. "Success isn't about everything going your way. It's about accepting the reality of the situation, just as it is, without judgment. In a competition, you don't control the wind, the crowd, or the pressure. Resisting them is a waste of energy. You must learn to flow with them, not against them. Accept the situation, then act. This is the first step toward mastery." Kato felt a jolt of understanding. He had always complained about the wind, the sun in his eyes, the noise of the crowd. He was wasting his focus on things he couldn't change. The next day, Kenji led Kaito to a vast, empty field under the blazing sun. He handed him a single seed. "Your second enemy is in this field," the master declared. "Plant this seed and make it grow into a mighty tree by tomorrow." Kato was stunned. "Master, that's impossible. A tree takes years to grow. I cannot do this in a single day." Kenji looked at him with gentle patience. "Exactly. You are focused on the mighty tree, the final outcome. You are overwhelmed by the distance between where you are now and where you want to be. Your second enemy is asterisk, asterisk, impatience and attachment to the outcome. Asterisk, asterisk," he continued. "You dream of being the greatest archer, but you don't find joy in the feel of the bowstring or the whistle of the arrow. You are so attached to the future trophy that you despise the present practice. True success is found in the journey, not just the destination. Plant the seed, water it, care for it. That is your only job today. The tree will grow in its own time. Cato finally understood. His mind was always on winning the competition, on the glory and recognition. He had lost the love for archery itself. He was so desperate for the result that he couldn't enjoy the process. This impatience created anxiety, which sabotaged his performance every single time. On the third day, the master led Cato to a small room with two doors. One door was plain and simple. The other was ornate, carved with intricate designs and promising great treasures. Behind one door lies the path to enlightenment, Kenji said. Behind the other, a lifetime of confusion. You must choose. What if I choose wrong? The simple door could be a trick. The ornate door could be a trap. He stood paralyzed, unable to make a decision. After a long silence, Kenji spoke. Your third and most powerful enemy is standing right between those two doors. It is fear and doubt. It is the voice in your head that says, what if? It paralyzes you and prevents you from taking any path at all. There is no right or wrong choice, Cato. There is only a choice, and the wisdom you gain from walking the path you've chosen. To succeed, you must learn to trust yourself. Make a decision and walk forward without looking back. Cato felt as though a great weight had been lifted from his shoulders. Resistance to what is, impatience for the future, and the fear of making the wrong choice. These were the three enemies that had held him captive. He wasn't just an archer struggling to hit a target. He was a man struggling against himself. Cato stayed with the master for many months, not just practicing archery, but practicing mindfulness. He learned to feel the wind and use it, not fight it. He learned to love the simple act of drawing his bow, focusing only on the single arrow in front of him, not the grand prize. And he learned to trust his instincts, to choose his shot and let the arrow fly without second-guessing. Years later, Cato did become the greatest archer in the land. But to him, that title was no longer the goal. The true victory was the peace he found within himself. He had conquered his three greatest enemies. So, let me ask you, which of these enemies are you battling right now? Are you resisting your current circumstances, wishing things were different? Are you so focused on a future goal that you can't find joy in today? Or is fear and self-doubt keeping you from making a choice and moving forward? Recognizing these enemies is the first step to defeating them. Like Cato, we can learn to accept what is, fall in love with the process, and trust ourselves enough to take the next step. True success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And do not forget to subscribe for more content to help you on your own path to success and inner peace. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which enemy do you struggle with the most? Let's support each other. Until next time, be well and keep growing.